Hello children, we are studying ratio and proportion. Last class we have discussed the properties of proportion. I have given you 5 rules, namely invertendo, alternando, componendo, dividendo and componendo dividendo. Now let's see how do we apply that. Look at this question. Using properties of proportion. This word is important here. If the instruction is given using properties of proportion, compulsorily you have to use whichever is the suitable property to solve the problem. The question is, if A, B, C, D are in proportion, you know what does it mean? A upon B is equal to C upon D. This is given to us. If A, B, C, D are in proportion, prove that 3A minus 5B upon 3A plus 5B equals to 3C minus 5D upon 3C plus 5D. So first thing what we have to understand is that what is given and what is to be proved. Given is A, B, C, D are in proportion. Therefore, I can write A upon B is equal to C upon D. This is given to us and we need to prove 3A minus 5B upon 3A plus 5B is equal to 3C minus 5D upon 3C plus 5D. Now how to proceed? Just observe. 3A, 5B, 3C, 5D in here also. So first of all, you need to convert A upon B as 3A upon 5B. How can you? And same you need to do for 3C and 5D over here. So both sides of above expression multiplied by 3 upon 5. How do you get it? By observing what is to be proved. Whenever you are proving something, you have to always keep in your mind what exactly you are proving. So what do you get? 3A upon 5B is equal to 3C upon 5D. Now you see the application here. 3A minus 5B, 3A plus 5B. So this will be ultimately the application of componendo dividendo. Remember, using componendo dividendo. When you do more sum, quickly looking at the question only you will be able to understand. Using componendo dividendo. Recall how do we get componendo dividendo's result? If we have A upon B is equal to C upon D, then result is A plus B upon A minus B. Numerator plus denominator upon numerator minus denominator is equal to C plus D upon C minus D, right? So here if I apply, what will I get? 3A plus 5B, right? Numerator plus denominator upon 3A minus 5B. Now the picture is more clear to you. Right side don't forget to apply 3C plus 5D upon 3C minus 5D. Now look at what you need to prove. You need to prove 3A minus 5B numerator and 3A plus 5B denominator. So one more application property we have learned. What you can do, you can use invertendo. So now what you will be using? Using invertendo. As you use invertendo, you get 3A flip, no? What is the application invertendo for your remembering? I will just write. If A upon B is equal to C upon D, invertendo application is giving you B upon A will also be equal to D upon C inverted. So inverting this will give you 3A minus 5B upon 3A plus 5B equals 3C minus 5D upon 3C plus 5D. So this is what you wanted to prove and hence it is proved. Pattern is clear? Just be little careful, otherwise it is very easy. Whenever you are proving something, actually it's a planned thing. Let's see one more question. Yes, using properties of proportion, prove that A upon B is equal to C upon D. Observe what we have to prove. A upon B is equal to C upon D. If, now this is given part, right? You have to prove A upon B is equal to C upon D. If that is given, 9A plus 4B upon 9C plus 4D is equal to 9A minus 4B upon 9C minus 4D. The change in the question, I suppose you all have noticed. I start my solution from here. This is what I will write as given. Okay. With this part, I need to reach A upon B equals C upon D using any of the property. So first thing, when I look at this very carefully, I observe 9A plus 4B is the application of componendo, right? This is also componendo and this is dividendo. So if I use alternando, I will have the like terms one below the other. So the first thing, because see, with A and B and C and D, instead of proceeding with that, I need to bring all that AB terms on one side, right? So first thing, I shall be using what? Alternando. So using alternando, what do I get? 9A plus 4B, shift here, 9A minus 4B is equal to 9C plus 4D upon 9C minus 4D. Next, you want to eliminate certain terms. So it is the application of componendo dividend. One more time you use componendo dividend. See what fun takes place here. So using, and I'll write little short, using componendo dividendo. Remember, componendo dividendo's result is what? Numerator plus denominator upon numerator minus denominator. Here also, before minus sign, use of bracket is the marks deciding factor. So if I am using componendo dividendo, see what happens. 9A plus 4B, that is my numerator, plus denominator is what? 9A minus 4B. Got it? For A upon B, this is like A plus B. Now what I will have? A minus B. A means what? Numerator. 9A plus 4B. Now when I am subtracting the denominator, which is a binomial, I will be putting a bracket. Remember, 50% students make this mistake because they don't listen to the teacher. I hope you will be listening. 9C plus 4D numerator plus denominator 9C minus 4D. When you will see the result, you will automatically understand why for we are doing all these things. 9C plus 4D subtract 9C minus 4D. Now look, 9A plus 9A, 18A plus 4B minus 4B gets cancelled. Denominator, we still need to open the bracket. One more step, extra writing, there is never a problem if you are avoiding mistake. Now opening the bracket, what it will become? Minus 9A and minus minus plus 4B. Here plus minus 4D gets cancelled. 9 plus 9 what? 18C. Denominator 9C plus 4D, open the bracket, minus 9C plus 4D. This, if of course, if you remember, as you will be practicing it more, you will be automatically able to understand that 9A plus 4B, the numerator as it is, and the denominator, if is 9A minus 4B, it becomes minus 9A plus 4B as we are subtracting. So in order you should remember to change the sign, this idea works. Now here which terms get cancelled? Plus minus 9a. What do we get? 18a upon 4b plus 4b what? Is equal to 18c upon 8d. So 18 upon 8 from either side when you cancel, what have you obtained? A upon B is equal to C upon D. That is what exactly you wanted to prove. The two patterns are clear to you. In the previous question, this kind of expression was given and we have proved, A upon B means A, B, C, D are in proportion was given and we have proved somewhat this kind of expression. In the second question, expression is given and we have proved that A upon B is equal to C upon D. The question can also be changed. You might be asked that prove that A, B, C, D are in proportion. So how do you show that A, B, C, D are in proportion? For that, of course, you have to show A upon B is equal to C upon D. You need to understand the language of the question. Next one. Prove that A upon B is equal to C upon D. If A plus B plus C plus D upon A plus C is equal to A plus B upon A. Now it doesn't appear to be that easy as the previous two questions were, but let's see, let's work out. And I repeat again, instead of asking prove that A upon B is equal to C upon D, the question can also be asked that prove that A, B, C, D are in proportion. Okay, so we start with what is given. Observe the terms very carefully. Some elimination can be done. A and C can be eliminated so that B plus D is left, and here A is eliminated so B will be left. So for that, what I have to apply is dividendo. Do you remember what is dividendo property? In rough I am writing this for you, that for A upon B equals C upon D, the property dividendo is A minus B upon B will be equal to C minus D upon D, right? So when I use dividendo here, numerator is what? A plus B plus C plus D, and minus denominator I am doing binomial, so I am putting a bracket. Upon A plus C as it is. And here A plus B minus A upon A. See, I have not used the combination. I have used only dividendo here upon A. Now open the bracket. Minus A minus C upon A plus C is equal to plus minus A cancel. Simply you have got B upon A. So at least one side is obtained here, B upon A. Here what all terms are getting cancelled? A and C. What you are left with now? Plus D upon A plus C is equal to B upon A. Okay. Now again think for a while. How can you work out with this? So now nothing, no simplification is possible. Just think that if B plus D and you shift over here B, है ना? So if you subtract B, at least B will be eliminated. So now what I will be using here? Alternando. You have to keep on observing and apply the properties. So using alternando. What I will get? B plus D upon B equals A plus C upon A. No rule, only the observation which helps us that what exactly we can do to get the things. Now can you suggest what, can you guess what I am going to do? Yes, I am going to use again dividendo. Using dividendo, what will happen? B will be eliminated and here A will be eliminated. So again use dividendo. You have then B plus D minus B upon B is equal to A plus C minus A upon A. What we are left here is D upon B is equal to C upon A. Now you have to only write it in a proper format. So I can first exchange the terms. So on exchanging the terms, what do I get, children? See, I have to get A upon B, right? So C upon A is equal to, directly by cross multiplication also you can show, D upon B. Then using alternando, what will I get? C upon D, right, is equal to A upon B, or A upon B, is it same? Yeah, A upon B is equal to C upon D. That is what we wanted to prove. We have proved it. Got it?